Texas, the state full of mysteries and stereotypes. But what is it really like? That is exactly what we are gonna find out with a European's first reactions to Texas. But before we do that, please make sure to hit a like and a subscribe. That would help me so much. Thank you. And let's go right into it.
Here we go. Texas. Maybe, just maybe, the most misunderstood, fascinating, stereotyped state in the US. As I cross the entire state, south to north, I meet fascinating people who give me all kinds of advice.
I say, you've gotten this far, don't leave here without a gun.
And experience all American stereotypes, cliches, and adventure. We're on the Route 66! So what exactly does a European...
That was the road where Cars plays, right? The kids movie, right? Was this not on Road 66?
think of Texas? Well, to be completely honest, my very first impressions of the United States on this trip were pretty miserable. But things started looking up after I had been released from the United States Border and Customs Agency. And after that, I just drove straight up north through Texas and I stopped at this campsite. Actually, it's called an RV park, I guess, in the United States.
It doesn't sound German at all, though.
Subtle difference. I don't know. I'm a beginner to all of this. And over here, I met some really nice Texans. Meet the Russells and their friends, an all-Texan family.
Welcome to Texas, Ava.
Yep, we may have very different views on many things, but on a purely human level, I'm amazed. They still gave me a wonderful welcome to Texas. They fed me, tried to make me feel safe, even showed me around their amazing RV. Right, so the guys just invited me to come inside their beautiful, giant RV and take a look around. Honestly, this is completely new to me. I had never been inside an RV like this before in my entire life. I've seen them driving around the US, I've seen pictures of them, but the inside is a whole other world. It's pretty incredible and super, super luxurious. I mean, compared to that little home on wheels that I live in. All right, let's go inside. Oh wow, you got a
Life is better at the campsite. Billy and Pam. They had even a custom-made thing. Oh my god, that's so cool.
That.
This is the living room. I mean the kitchen.
Wow.
That's like...
And the living room. Pretty close.
You know, the kitchen is bigger than my kitchen. Like, miles bigger.
Together.
And you've got two sofas in
That
there.
makes into a bed, so you can sleep two more people.
It looks like an actual house. So it's an RV, but I mean,
So
the
crazy.
fridge is like a full-size fridge. The kitchen is, for
Where
me,
do they
what would be
sleep?
like a full-size kitchen.
And a fireplace.
And a fireplace? Okay, so Pam gave me the go-ahead to go and check out the bedroom and the bathroom, which are pretty amazing. So right here is the shower. These guys
have a shower.
in their RV.
Oh,
And then here...
You know, I can't start the day if I can't at least do not something productive if I haven't showered. So if I would have such a life, I would need a shower.
is the bedroom.
Wow. How
Wow,
big?
that is pure luxury. So how long have you
How
guys
big
been
is
living
this thing?
like this?
We're not living in here. This is just
48
camping.
years. they've
No,
been
we
living
have our own house.
So what's this called?
Tell me maybe in the comments how much does such a RV, I think it was called, right? We call it Wohnwagen. How much does something like this cost?
Bamboo shoot.
A bamboo shoot.
Get up here, all of you. Come on.
Let's go.
Ah, good stuff.
Ice cream.
Take pictures of the bucket.
Wow.
I've never had a Coke float before, but let's try it. I mean, when in Texas. It's pretty good. It's like ice cream but sparkling. So I've asked these guys what they think about my trip, whether I should do it, whether they think it's safe, or maybe whether I'm a little bit crazy for doing it. So,
I think you're a whole lot crazy for doing it.
really?
You're the same type of person that tried to fly that plane from one continent to the other and she crashed and burned. And they never found her.
Does not sound promising.
I'd be very apprehensive for my children to be
What
doing
is her plan?
Right.
So we have to worry about you now.
You've gotten this far, don't leave here without a gun. Period.
That Texas guy, I admire you for doing it, and I think that you're going to have the adventure of your life going to the United States and seeing what you're going to see. And I'm going to follow you and look at your blogs and see how you're doing.
I think I got an important lesson from hanging out with these people. In a world organized around systems, we really need to find ways to reconnect to our humanity. In a world where our differences become our identities, we need to focus on finding common ground. And that could be as simple as sharing a meal.
So I've been at this campsite for 2 nights, hanging out with my neighbors who have been so kind and so welcoming, and just trying to kind of recalibrate after my rough experience at the border a few days ago. But this morning, I have to leave because I have to keep going up north to
Wait, she is
northern
exactly at the border here. What? Wow.
Texas. So there's a lot to see along the way. So it's going to be a really intense day. By the way, Texas is huge. Huge.
The
Bigger than
distances that
Germany.
you cross in Texas are unlike anything I've seen. Once you leave the interstates and hop on the country roads, you find yourself on a true adventure where the horizon stretches out into eternity.
Nobody. The last 2 hours.
Last 2 hours,
single
nobody.
car.
In 2 hours.
Once in a while, you might see another car passing, or a
No,
lone-
there's no car for 2 hours. No car. Like, there was a car here. I mean, that was probably a coincidence, but there's no car for 2 hours. That is crazy.
Once in a while,
If you like this video, please hit a like. And if you want to see more of me, I would love if you subscribe. Thank you so much for that.
you might see another car passing, or a lonely house miles away from its neighbor. In a place as vast as this, you start to feel like loneliness is something you can touch.
It's like on a different planet.
And you start to understand how people can grow really very tough living out here.
Yeah. Oh my god, when your car is broken down or something and you don't have a connection to the outside world, you could die there. And everywhere American flags.
I'm from Poland.
Oh, she's from Poland!
So I'm traveling to Alaska.
Cool! My other channel!
Yeah. 26th of April.
Was that Taurus?
Yeah.
Look, most gas stations in the US are not like this. They're all super modern, just as you'd expect. But what's the fun in showing you something
That is so
you
cool.
already know?
Oh, wow. Check out this store. Oh my god, Gavin, you've got so many amazing things in here.
Yes, I do.
Jalapeno honey mustard. Ooh, cherry cobbler.
Sophisticated junk.
Everybody's really nice so far. I mean, very welcoming and just genuinely curious as to what the heck I'm doing here. Which is a fair enough question.
Is it so unlikely that somebody is right there in Texas and at not the most, touristy places?
This is a drive-through shop. A drive-through shop. I mean, I'm familiar with like drive-through restaurants and even drive-through Starbucks, but this is a shop. How do you know what
do
you
you
want to
buy?
without looking around? Can you just buy anything? Can I ask for like a mango? And how does this work? Actually, I'm not sure if Odyssey will even fit here. Clearance is pretty low. Can I get like a large bottle of water?
Can you get what, I'm sorry?
Like a large bottle of water?
A large bottle of water, anything else for you?
Do you have sparkling or only still?
Do what?
Do you have
That is so European. Germans and I think also Poles love sparkling water.
sparkling water or just still water?
You'll have to pull forward because I can barely hear you.
Okay, I'll just have still water, just the water, nothing else, thank you. I don't know if it's my accent or if I'm making unreasonable demands, but I just wanted sparkling water. Okay, now let's see.
Ooh, that fits.
Yes! Just about. I'd like a Slurpee.
Slushy.
Slippy.
The smallest size you have, I'll have a pina colada. Thank you. It's literally like a fast food joint that you drive through, but a shop.
Yeah.
Why am I so excited? I don't know. Thank you.
But
And I
I'm
don't
wondering what
actually-
they have. Do they only have groceries, or do they also have like belts or, you know, stuff to clothes, stuff like that? That would be crazy.
That water, but I just wanted to get it for the experience. I know to most of you, this might be like totally
No, I understand this.
everyday boring stuff, but I've never seen a drive-through shop before. And
Yeah.
also, this is going to be my first time ever drinking a Slurpee or slushy. I don't know what they're called, but you know, super American.
I never drank one
If
myself.
The Simpsons taught me anything, it's that you get brain freeze from these. Where's my Slurpee? Come on. No brain freeze. Well, let's move on to my initial impressions of the US. I mean, I don't know if the entire country's like this, but in Texas, it's amazing how many things you can sort out without ever leaving your car. I mean, there's drive-through pharmacies here, there's drive-up ATMs here.
It's still so weird. The drive-through pharmacy is still so not negative. You know, I understand it and I find it great. But you know, in Germany, you need to go there. Maybe, for example, I for my ADHD medication I have to go there 2-3 times. You know, when it's there, then you know, oh no, we don't have it. Stuff like this, and just stay in your car, drive through. Oh my god, that would be so much easier.
I'm just about to use that one. It's amazing. I mean, back home we have like drive-through fast food joints, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Literally never have to leave your car in this state. Drive up ATM, here we go.
It's so crazy.
Let's get some money out, shall we? Slurpee is really good. So you know the saying, everything is bigger in Texas. Well, it definitely rings true because back home, Odyssey is one of the biggest cars on the road. One of the biggest cars that you'll see anywhere. In fact, you would just not choose to drive this
What is
car
the Odyssey?
into the city because
This
you
one,
wouldn't
you would never see a car like this big. Never. I don't know if I have seen maybe one in the last year or something like that.
be able to find a parking spot. But in the United States, there's all the parking in the world, everywhere. And Odyssey is by no means the biggest car on the roads anymore. It's kind of average because everybody owns one of these here. Everybody owns a pickup truck, except they're not really hauling anything in the back, I guess. I mean, let's check. That doesn't really classify as hauling to me. Let's check some others. Are they hauling anything? Nope, not hauling anything. All right, he's hauling some stuff. One last one over there. Definitely not hauling. Why does everybody own pickups in Texas? And is
Do you
it
also
like
have can you close that somehow? Or because, you know, or if you have a normal bag, for example, for traveling or something like that, because this would get wet and it's raining or not. Or how do you manage that then?
in the rest of the US. Okay, I know those were all total stereotypes, and I hope that you can forgive me for indulging in them. Just one more thing. I have never been to a Walmart in the USA, so it's time for a little explore. It may seem like basic groceries, but I really do believe that you can learn a lot about a country
Look at it, it's endless.
and its people from their buying and eating habits.
It's one of the funniest products I've ever seen in my entire life. Liquid eggs?
Huh?
Really?
For what?
Liquid egg whites? Why not just use normal eggs? Are you kidding? Oh my god, an entire shelf just dedicated to cookie dough. You have no idea how lucky you are to have cookie dough in this country.
Yeah.
It is like one of the best things in the entire world. Just a casual 5-pound pack of cheese. I mean, it would seem like just be normal baked beans, but it's the size of my head.
Oh my
20
god.
kilograms or something.
20 kilograms!
You know, everything is just so huge and so many plant-based
By the way, why is it in kilograms?
meat style options. It's incredible.
There's so much in grams. Look at that. That was all in grams. I thought you don't use grams. Look,
Plant-based
that was, wait,
meat style
here, 20 gram,
options.
19 gram,
It's
15 gram, 7 gram. I thought you don't use gram.
incredible. Here's a funny story. So I grew up in the 90s in post-communist Poland. So, you know, we had cereals. We didn't really eat cereals that much, but we had like cornflakes and some local stuff, and we had like Cheerios and things like that. But when I was growing up, one thing that I had that you could get in America was this amazing, super sweet, magical cereal called
Fruit Loops, exactly.
This, for me,
If you pause, I said it before she said it. I said it before she said it. That is the best thing you can have as a kid. And you never are allowed to do it because everybody tells you it's so unhealthy and it makes, you know, it makes you go crazy and stuff like this. But as a kid, you'll love that. You love that. It's the best thing you can have as a kid.
it was like the ultimate American dream was to one
I'm so
day
proud that I said it before she said it. We are Europeans here, think the same.
have Fruit Loops. I really feel like an obligation to my younger self to try these. So I'm gonna get some Fruit Loops, and then later on today you're gonna see me eat them because I'm really curious to see how they taste and whether
You have never had them? Or never had American ones?
the expectation that I had built up as a child actually matches to the reality. If there's one thing that I think of when I think road tripping in the United States, it's motels. Motels,
yeah.
diners, the Route 66, truckers.
What does motel stand for? Is it just a cheap hotel, or why is it called motel?
All that kind of stuff, and I love it. You know, it's all the kind of stuff that you see in movies, that you read about in books. So tonight I'm staying in a motel, which just so happens to be along the Route 66.
Nice.
Which I'm so excited about. This is really part of the reason why I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, I want to live that stereotypical American road trip experience. I am here for it.
Oh, that is USA for
It's so
you.
windy out here, but it doesn't matter because I want to show you something. It's official!
Yes.
We're on the Route 66!
Nice.
Only for a few miles, but still we're on the Route 66. Honestly, this is so amazing. I know you don't understand, you're just a car, but it's amazing.
That has a European sign?
You're
That is a European sign. Cool.
just a car, but it's amazing. Well, I'm just gonna follow it for a while. Oh, whoa, you think you're special? Oh, whoa, you think you're something else? Okay, anyway, thanks Shania Twain for providing endless musical inspiration. Back to the Route 66. It is
I always think a bit about Chile when I see the
Shania Twain
flag.
for providing endless
I know that's the
musical
flag of
inspiration.
Texas, you know, I know, but I always think about Chile.
Back to the Route 66. It is the symbol of the all-American road trip, but the reality is it's really not the most scenic road in the US. It's just that sometimes, you know, legend can be much more powerful than reality itself.
This is it. My motel.
Nice.
This is super cool. So it turns out that my motel is at the exact midpoint
Nine.
between Chicago and LA, which is the
That is so
midpoint
cool.
of the Route 66.
So cool.
Oh, cool.
It's a Route 66 themed motel even.
So what kind of people do you get passing by here? Is it just tourists on the Route 66?
Everything. Probably every country in the world.
She really loves to go everywhere barefoot. That's crazy. I would have bloody feet after 2 hours. I'm not very good at not stumbling across stuff.
Not bad. $60.
There's one other thing that I have never ever experienced before, and that is eating at a roadside diner. Like one of those like really classic all-American diners. Yeah, that's a first for me, so let's go inside.
It looks a little bit that Texas is a little bit more old school, you know? Like, I don't know, I heard the diners are dying out a little bit and still having those motels, still having those diners. Is this true that it's a little bit more old school stuff? And the second question I have is, I saw quite many of these Texas flags. Is this in every state that they do that, or is it just Texas that are, hey, that is our Texanian flag?
And see what we find. Hello.
Adrian.
I need to put on my shoes. It's no fun.
Yeah, that's a diner.
This place is so cool. It's the kind of diner I've always wanted to visit.
Yeah. Italy,
So
okay.
classic.
What was the other one?
It's the kind of diner I've always wanted
Italy, France. That one is not European, or before the European Union.
to visit. So classic. Yes! Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna say something that's gonna make a lot of you laugh. But I mean it seriously. I think this diner and my whole experience in Texas, especially this, is like super, super exotic.
But it's great.
Yes, exotic. If you watch my videos, you'll probably see me go to a lot of really incredible, remote, faraway places that some of you might be tempted to call exotic in a way. It's a bit of a problematic word, but we'll talk about that another time. Anyway, to me, all of this is new. This is different. This feels to me like being in a movie, honestly. So at the end of the day, I think like what you see as different or exotic really just depends on your perspective.
Yeah, exactly. You know, maybe that gets not too deep, but I was in Indonesia, and there something like snow or something like our mountains in Europe, they are totally exotic, and we of course think like, oh, beaches, stuff like this, totally exotic, you know, different culture, stuff like this. And that is of course totally different wherever you go, wherever your experiences are, and stuff like this. And for her travel schedule, just a quick reminder, I like to travel. I don't like to vacationate, if this is a word, you know. And travel takes time, and travel is just take a scooter, take a car, you know, a scooter in America, maybe a little bit not fast enough, and go and see what is there. Of course, have a goal, maybe some touristy place, but you feel the country not by the touristy places and rushing from A to B to C to blah 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 blah. But you get the country when you drive with your what was it, Odyssey, I think, through the country, and that is how you feel the country, right? So I don't find it dumb at all. I find she makes it the right way, but of course everybody can do it however he or she wants it.
There's no single definition of those words, you know? And for me, Texas, rural Texas, is as different, as remote, as interesting as, God. Pick your choice of place that I've been to over the last couple of years. And it's all amazing. And this apple pie is so good.
So Route 66 was the main street of USA when the roads first started in America. So it used to be the only way that you could travel, and then it kind of died because of the interstate coming through.
Right.
So right now this restaurant is the midpoint of Route 66. It starts in Chicago and goes all the way to Sacramento, California.
Right. So, but you don't get like the original kind of traffic anymore, right? Like the truckers. So.
Not really. We get, honestly, I would say 95% of customers are from overseas.
I promised you all a Fruit Loop tasting, and a Fruit Loop tasting is what you shall receive. This video is not sponsored by Fruit Loops. My childhood dream coming true. You know what it says on the packaging? Natural fruit flavors. That doesn't seem like
natural fruit flavors. So the flavors are of natural fruits, but not the flavors are natural.
Okay.
Or not the fruits are natural.
You know that feeling when, as an adult, you get to try something that your child
Yeah.
self always wanted,
Yeah.
and then either it's amazing or it's a total disappointment? Let's see which one this is.
You know,
Fruit Loops.
the thing of being a child is that you didn't have control over your life. You know, you wanted to play PlayStation all day. Now I can play, technically, of course I have to work, but and study, but I can play PlayStation all day, but I don't want anymore because I could do it, right?
Let's do it.
I thought she would throw up.
Okay. If I tried these as a kid, I would have loved them.
But
But I
now,
feel like my taste in food has evolved over the last 25 years.
no, it's just sticky.
They taste exactly how they look. They taste
yeah.
of neon.
Yeah,
They taste of neon.
they taste unhealthy as F.
I don't think I can finish them. Well, kids, the lesson here is allow yourself to grow and move past some of the dreams that you harbored as a child.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's best to let them go. You know, it feels completely surreal to be here in this motel room in the middle of Route 66, in the middle of Texas. It's amazing. You know, before I set off on this Pan-American trip, there was a lot of people offline and on the internet who tried to dissuade me from taking this trip. People call me naive, they call me stupid, they call me reckless, irresponsible, they tell me that I'm putting myself in danger and at risk, that I'll be unsafe, that I have no idea what I'm doing. I've had it all.
Me too, when I did my travel to Asia.
I've had it all. But you know what, I think part of living freely is learning to drown out the voices of the people who try to convince you that their way of living is the only way to live life.
And that is so
Tuning in-
German. And that is what I hate about Germany. There are so many great things about Germany. Germany is one of the best countries in the world. But that is the one thing which I absolutely hate about Germany.
To your heart and learning how to listen to your heart, even when
And Poland is a little bit that way as well. Poland is in many ways very German. Now, all my Polish viewers will kill me, but
noise around you gets so overwhelming that you don't even know whose voice it is that you're listening to.
And that's why I'm here, to see it all for myself, to learn from real people and real experiences. And so far, just in Texas, I've learned so much. Yeah, some stereotypes hold true, as they can do everywhere. But the more I travel, the more I learn to look past the divides and the differences. The more I travel, the more grey I see, and the less black and white. And in a world dominated by clickbait, attention grabbing, and noise, I really feel that seeing nuance is our most underrated superpower.
to be honest, maybe I should start a channel like her. I absolutely love that. To do good messages with great, amazing people, countrysides, just experiences. Absolutely great video. Absolutely great experiences of Texas. You know, when I started this video, I thought it will be more about those stereotypes. And oh my God, look at this thing of Texas. Oh, look about how this food is. Oh, it's so this or that. You know, it's what you know a little bit about stereotypes. You know, it's so fatty. It's so unhealthy. Blah 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 blah. But you know, we had the Fruit Loops. But you know, it was not about I'm in this touristy spot. I am in this touristy spot. But she was really there. You know, you could now really, you always know that Texas is big, but there you could really feel it. You could really see it. And that is really cool. You can see how long she has to drive, also with those great drone shots. And yeah, just an absolutely great experience. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me, what are your experiences about Texas when you not live there? Because if you live there, that's not really fair, because then you're not a tourist, right? But tell me about them. Tell me what have you, but not about the touristy spots or something, but about your unique experiences. That would be cool. And yeah, I hope you liked the video. Keep liking, subscribing, and we'll see each other in the next one. Bye. And also, by the way, I'm planning, because many people have asked me about a Patreon. Tell me maybe in the comments if you want what you would want to see there, because, you know, I could do a little bit of my daily stuff, of course, or of my life stuff when I travel somewhere or stuff like this. But of course, I don't travel every day. So sometimes we also need some other things. So that I'm very, like, your recommendations are very appreciated.